Afternoon and welcome back to Adventures for Anyone and Merry Christmas from Bloomingdales. Now this was one of those trips you've got to do it when you're in New York. So here I am in the 4, 5, 6, and 7 tunnel. The green ones are 4, 5, and 6. And instead of going downtown, we're headed uptown to 59th Street and Lexington Avenue to 3rd Avenue. It is a big store, Bloomingdales, and it has been there a very long time. So you jump the shuttle over to Times Square, or in this case, you go from Grand Central Station and you go right inside that red circle. NRW456. They all land at this one right here, Bloomingdales. Now, I was actually there a little bit before Thanksgiving, so as you can see, not all of the windows are up and running yet, but some of them certainly were. And this is luxury, folks, and if you can't afford to shop inside, you always want to take a look outside. These windows are just beautiful at Christmas, and it's all part of the grand old traditions that are shopping in Manhattan. Now, Bloomingdales, this is its flagship store on 59th Street. They actually began in a small store downtown in 1860, and the reason that Joseph and Lyman Bloomingdale went into business was to sell ladies' clothing for a big, big fad at the time, and that was the hoop skirt. That's what started it all, folks. Now, by 1872, they'd moved uptown to this spot, and it grew and it grew and it grew, and now it's even got a Magnolia Bakery in it these days, and it is now the flagship store for the national chain of Bloomingdales. It is a beautiful, beautiful spot. This store opened in 1886. It's been going strong ever since. Now, there was a lot of security the day I was there, so I went in directly from the subway when I entered the store. And down in the cellar of the store is where you will find the shoes. Not that it's the cheap spot, it's still Gucci, folks. But Bloomingdale's has a lot to offer. They have a Make a Holiday Bear place going on this time of year, Santaland, where there's a lot to do, plus seeing Santa Claus. They have a carousel, which wasn't up and running yet when I was there. They have restaurants such as Flip It, which is the burger joint there, and they have a yogurt place. They have Studio 59, which is a hair salon that you can also eat in. And then as you get upstairs, this is the ground level where, of course, in traditional department stores, you find all of the perfumes and stuff. This is the Burberry Barn, which has its own spot all year round, but Merry Christmas. Here you go. And this is just a joyous, joyous way to spend some time at Christmas. And there's so much going on in a place like Bloomingdale's, and everything is just done up to the nines. Even if you're not buying, you can go shopping and you can just enjoy the wonder of it all. Now, here we are walking through the section that they have that is the party clothes. This is more for cocktail parties and stuff like that, and maybe a bash on New Year's Eve. But here you have the denim section, and this is denim. This isn't Levi's or something, folks. This is denim, and this is expensive, but it is beautiful. I don't tend to shop this way. I'm just visiting for the holidays. And then up on one of the top floors, you have Christmas. And everything Christmas is up here. It's all for sale. You can actually buy some snacks up there. In addition to all of your decor, you can get yourself a miniature working carousel if you like. There's just so much to have for gift sets, home decor. There's even a giant nutcracker. There's candy, there's cookies, there's chocolates. You can't beat it. And it's all organized and it's up on that top floor. Won't lie, I had a great day. And here's one for you. Do you see this little blue can? That's an ornament of a beluga caviar can being partly opened, and I just had to smile when I saw that one. So you have all kinds of gizmos and dishes and everything going on in here. But I cannot recommend enough No matter what you're doing, if you go to the city for Christmas, you've got to stop in one of these stores. We're going to be visiting a few of them. Bloomingdale's is not the only one. It has its red room, you'll see in a second. It also has its green room. It's just so beautiful there. And to be honest, if you sit down for a minute and relax on that sofa, nobody cares. But this is a traditional store. It's a nationwide chain, but this is that flagship store. This is that flagship store at Christmas. Now, the company is no longer family owned, but it was started by the two brothers, Joseph and Lyman. And if you're wondering about Hanukkah, Bloomingdale's has not forgotten you Hanukkah folks. So if you need something for Hanukkah, they have you covered too. It's an absolute shopping wonder here at Bloomingdale's. Like I said, I didn't buy anything, to be honest. I've already done my shopping. It is expensive, but the experience is worth going to the store. And after I had all of my fun, it was time to head back to that subway station and catch my train back downtown to where the normal folks live. So there you go. That's a trip to Bloomingdale's, 59th and Lexington Avenue, 59th and 3rd Avenue, NRW 456. And that's how you get to that little red circle. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hi, I'm Terry. Thank you for joining me today on Adventures for Anyone, and join me again in the future, and like and subscribe if you like what you see here. And I can teach you where to go in the Northeast, how to have fun, and how to travel the way I do, which is as a budget traveler. Thank you again. Have a great day.